Okay, hello everyone. I'm gonna do a quick video today with stocks to watch for Monday. I have a few minutes, so we'll get that going here early Sunday morning. It's a list of kind of stocks that I settled on after doing some scanning this weekend. Not final list, but it's about 10, 15 stocks that we'll go through. Just things that I'm liking with these setups, and still have some work to do on zooming in. I'm probably going to be away from screens on Monday, but I'll be watching this stuff on mobile. I'll go few things that I did last week with Amazon, Google, uh, and then Twist Bioscience, and then we'll dive into the stocks to watch. Those are Some of them are ready. Some of them need a day or two, but it's something that I do kind of every day during the week. Get hone in on my kind of primary list that ultimately some of the trades I do come out of. And this list really changes daily. It's not a list for the entire week, but rather kind of my larger focus list for that day before I hone in on the ones that I need. So I'll be sharing that with you today. Let's go to the next slide here. Before we dive in, disclaimer, this is not financial advice or investment advice. Please do your own due diligence on the stocks you're about to see. All right, let's dive in. Let me grab what I need to grab. All right, so we're going to do this in market surge. We'll start with Amazon. It was one that I was watching, and like I posted about, I tweeted about, I bought it right here, coming out right here. Let me put that in here. So the theme, been kind of tweeting about that, is large cap AI or mega cap AI. This one fits the theme. The extended ones are taking a breather, like NVIDIA, AVGO, MU, and whatnot. So this one's been resting, building a base. If you go to the weekly, building a flat base according to MarketSmith, or maybe a cup, depending on how you look at it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, week 6, and tightening up, coming up from here, just classic. There's your wave 1, wave 2, and then coming out. I would disregard the volume option expiry on Friday. There's quite a bit of elevated volume. You'll see Google have the same feature. Nice earning growth here. Record earning this year, record earning next year. So this got potential, fits the theme. And even though the market underneath the surface, I've been posting about that, haven't been doing great, and there's a lot of divergences between QQQ, SPY, and the rest of the market, but this fits the theme, so worth a shot. As soon as that worked, the next day, had Google, similar story, and coming out here, and that's where I added. So nothing more to say about this, just same theme, strong stock, volume drying. I'll get into that. Twist was an interesting buy. I might do just a separate video on trading near the danger zone. That's what I did with this one. I frankly bought Twist here on this kind of deeper pullback to that 21 EMA, back to the top of the base, and it got stopped out literally the next day. I've been watching this for a while. I like a lot of things about it. The reason why I bought it coming back here, if you look at the weekly, this is the breakout from a cup, straight up from the bottom, pulled back, and I was just a couple days early. If you see what happened, I bought it here, and then just a couple days early, and then it just went without me. Pulled back here on very light volume. So everything was lined up on the 21 EMA, back to support. Unfortunately, did this shakeout, and then I never was able to get back in. So I've been watching this for a while, and just pulling back with the market, and I bought it just taken back, coming back positive here. This is a support area, trading near the danger zone. When it opened in the morning, it was down. It took the low of this candle of the day before, and then it firmed back up, and then it went back positive here, and that's where I bought it. Didn't buy it falling down, but rather bought it turning back up off of support. And then I'm trying to figure out here if we can get another maybe a column day on Monday and then come out on Tuesday. Interested to add to the position, and then we'll go from there. This from here down to here is about 6%, so it looks tight, but it's not really that tight. So we'll see if it can tighten up just a little bit here to add to it. So it's still actionable here next week, depending on how it's set up. First Solar, I also bought this one. You guys know I have been watching this one for a while. Breaking this area here, and then again coming back. If you look at the weekly, this is a really massive breakout on massive volume, pulling back, still away from the 10-week MA. Tried to go here, sucked in a lot of people, and then now it's doing the shakeout and calming down. I posted about this exactly on my feed. Said now that we have the shakeout, I'm very interested. So I'm waiting for it to turn back around, right, and then head back up. So I'm in this one. Did not firm up. So this is my weakest position, and honestly, it's my smallest position, just because I don't like these quick 3-day selling on a bit of volume. So not a lot of conviction in this pullback. So I'm taking it a smaller position. I'm expecting this, if it works, goes up here and then potentially pulls back down here, and that's where I would size it up and then go back up. All right, so that's the plan on First Solar. Meta fits the theme of mega cap and AI. I was very interested in it on Friday, right over here, but it did not trigger. Actually, kind of doing its shakeout a little bit here. So that's okay. Just close watch. This potentially would turn around here and then set up in a day or two. Not for Monday, but maybe a day or two. BPMC, I've been watching this one for a while. It's just been really kind of choppy here with up and down, up and down, up, down, up, down. But it's setting up really well, holding against the market very well. Still not profitable, but sales picking up. And if you look at this at the weekly, really like how it's flagging here. You got nice move out on volume and just flagging, and then now the 10-week MA catching up. So I really like how it's looking on the daily, on the weekly. So we'll see if we can get something here. It's just pretty tight on the weekly. That's one I'm watching. IBKR is another one, pulling back to the 50. Was really tight here, did a shakeout. It's just gonna make it harder for the stop now, but just one I'm watching as well. It's been really doing good here since the breakout, touching the 50 for the second time. CCJ uranium, talking about this a lot. I bought this one, I believe here, here, and I've been saying that I want to hold this for a while, because I think this has room. I really, just with the market not doing very well besides AI theme, I decided to take this off. I bought it here, held this pullback, and I didn't sell, and then I sold it on the bounce here. So I'm trying to get back in here somewhere. This is pulling back to the 50, but it didn't really move that much out of the base. So there's really was not the buy-in that gets it outrunning and then pulling back to the 50. So a little bit weaker, but the selling is there's not selling. So I'm still interested in this. It's now at the top of the base and the 50. So really, that's the spot that it needs to go. I mean, you can say this is trading near the danger zone as well, but I'm waiting for it to kind of turn back up. So potentially somewhere here. Make it interested. MEDP, it's been really chopping. Honestly, I also tried this here. So I'll show you my stop outs here. I tried, bought it here, got stopped out here. I should have got back in here for sure, 100%. But I don't know why I didn't. I probably didn't see it. It's really not easy to see in real life or in real time. Always easier after the fact. You guys should know that by now. And I've been watching it since then. I think it's pretty tight now. If you look at it at the weekly, it's really getting tight. Volume drying up a lot. So just one I'm watching as well. Potentially really really ready to go as early as next week. But it's been choppy. I mean, this is just going sideways, chopping over and over. When they start chopping like this for a long period of time, it kind of you get tired from them. So anyway, let's move on. GMED is another one I'm watching. Lots of power coming here after earning. You got the ants, and then this is just trying to set up over here. So we'll give it a minute. I have a small position from this entry here coming out of this inside bar. So a little bit positive. Almost added to it here, trying to break out on Friday, but held back. Just needed to see a little bit more action. I would love if this kind of shakes out here down a little bit and then builds some type of a flat base, and then moves out. But we'll see. Give the 50 and the 10 week MA some time to catch up. Spotify on the daily is setting up really well, like right here, right? My issue with Spotify, and it's been very very strong. I mean crazy numbers for EPS. Finally profitable with big jump. So breakout years on that front. But what I really just don't like about it is the monthly. I mean, that's really stretched. I mean, you're buying it here. You're just expecting it to just keep chugging along, right? So that's my beef, and it's just back into this area that's really kind of turbulent zone, right? So I don't know. It's on the list. I'm watching to see if it holds up. But the monthly, it just tells me this is really stressed. So if you want to play it for a quick trade, it's fine. Hood, play on crypto. If crypto Bitcoin is turning around, this is looking good. Was buyable turning around on Friday. I'm not in it, but I would like to watch it here in the next 2 days to see if it can do something around this area. TEVA, I put it on here because there's a couple questions on it on my feed. The daily looks really good. This is potentially setting up a very low risk entry, breakout, failure, reset. I've talked about these setups before. Breakout, failure, reset. But what I don't like about TEVA is the weekly wedging up, and there's really have not been a base since last year. It's potentially the base, and then it's just been running straight up without a base. I think it's vulnerable to pullbacks because of that. This is not a base. 2 weeks down, 2 weeks up, breakout is really not a base. So that's really my beef with TEVA. Otherwise, it's really strong. It's been showing up on my lists. I've been pausing on it to kind of see if it's something I wanna try to get into, but I would like to see it, you know, shaking out to the 50 and doing a better healthy base than this one. Snap, it's coming back, you know, even on you know, profitable perspective estimates this year, sales picking up with the forecast, and it's setting up. Here's your weekly. It's just kind of a bottoming out, and then you know, the 200 just turning around. On the daily, it's been getting really tight. I posted about this previously, and now it's trying to do another breakout, failure, and then reset. Really good volume coming out, volume drying out, and then trying to move back out. So I like it. We'll see. Here's your 200 start to turn back up. Again, good numbers here, so we'll see if we can do anything. PDD, been trading this on and off, on and off. I came in here. You guys know. Whoops, let me do that right here. And then I amazingly, by luck, sold it here. And then I'm trying to get back in there. I almost got back in here, but I'm not sure why I didn't. And now this is just coming back to support here. So we'll see. It's just too early, a little bit of volume, but again, option expiry. The pullback been okay. Lots of volume coming up, not a lot of volume coming down, right? So here's the volume coming down, here's the volume coming up. So I'm waiting for this to set something up. If you look at the weekly, looks really good on the weekly. You got the double bottom. I mean, it's just a quick big consolidation, but try to break out and coming back in gently on no volume, and then just hitting the 10-week MA. So everything is in place. This just needs to turn around. BMI is another one I'm watching. Breakout from a couple handle. Lots of blue, lots of blue, lots of blue, lots of blue. So that's good. Pulling back that 10-week MA for the first time. So there's not a base. It's just simply pulling back to the 10-week MA for the first time, earning up. So potentially high probability trade, pulling back to the 10-week MA for the first time. Need to see how it plays out over here. Seems like it's stopped falling, and then rounding up. You guys heard me about talking about rounding up, right? So now it's rounding up, and we'll see what it does here. Probably need a day or two. SG, similarly interested in this one. On the daily, it looks like it's vulnerable, and yes, I agree, below that 21 EMA. But really nice reaction to earning. Ants institution wants the name, good numbers, good sales. Weekly, different view, the breakout, and then pulling back to the 10-week MA for the first time. Okay, so not as bad on the weekly. So we'll just need to let this weight set up here and see how it does in this area. Okay, pin interest. I was in this one, and I honestly sold this reversal right here. I got in here and sold this reversal here. So I'm kind of watching on it to see how it can set back up somewhere in this area. So maybe a couple of days here, maybe it just comes in and then just turns back up. Good numbers, record earnings, you know, sales acceleration, 6, 11, 12, 23. So good stuff. PANW, I'm just watching it just to see how it reacts. Obviously, crowd is doing really well. This was a leader that broke on earning, setting up over here. But honestly, I'm not that interested in buying it into this gap. So, but on my list, just to watch a little bit closely, I think the other name in that same space is cyber. I kind of posted about that the other day. So this is also firming up, but I thought watching a little bit here, lots of buy-in. So the space cybersecurity looks like it's kind of firming back up with Palo Alto, and then the other names in that space, CrowdStrike, CyberArk, and whatnot. So we'll see how that group is doing. KD, another name with really good earnings growth and really good reaction on earning, and then just coming back here testing the 10-week MA for the first time, rounding up. So we'll just see what it wants to do here in this area. If you look at the weekly, here's your weekly, the breakout, and then coming back to the 10-week MA for the first time. So high probability trade. We just need to wait for that low risk entry on the daily. CVNA is really just a momentum play. Nothing else. It is doing a flat base. Just need to see how it sets up here in this area. So keep an eye on it. It's really strong if you look at the weekly. RS 99, and then it just doing this flat base after breaking out from here and then sitting right at the 10-week MA earning line. So we'll see what it does, but it's really momentum play. Monster is another one with the Bitcoin. We'll see what it does over here. Nothing more to say, just high RS, just moves really crazy. So you want to be careful with this one, but we'll see what it does over here. KSPI IPO, that I'm waiting for it. A little bit funky looking here. So we'll just see if it can maybe check back a little bit and then heads up. Wix, I like this one. Broke out. If you look at the weekly, broke out and then pulling back. Still a little bit higher away from the 10-week MA. So we'll just kind of see what this does here in this area, and then if it can give you a low risk entry. There's ants and there's power from pivot. Lots of blue coming out. A little bit higher volume on the way back in. So not the ideal thing, but not the worst. HCA, little kind of slower mover, but setting up potentially some type of a pivot here. Trying to head back out. AEM with the miners, obviously it's been strong, pulling back to the 10-week MA for the first time. Again, there's a lot of that theme, pulling back to the 10-week MA for the first time on lower volume. So high probability trade. We'll just see what this does in this area here. Keep an eye on that one. TNDM. Same thing, pulling back to the 10-week MA for the first time after breaking out. High probability trade, high volume, and then low volume coming back in. So lots of that pullback now with the market weakening behind the scene, away from the AI and the semiconductor. So a lot of this stuff is pulling back to this 10-week MA, which is healthy, especially that it's being done on lower volume. So watching this one to see if it can round and turn back up from here, which it's starting to do. So we're keeping a close eye on it. And then finally, RL apparel closing. It's been that theme been strong as well. Put in this cup with a handle, and just watching to see what kind of setup this gives us over here. So hopefully that helped. I think there's probably about 20, 25 names here that we went through. So still a little bit larger list that I need to do a little bit more homework on it. But ultimately, my go-to stocks on Monday will come out of this list. So if you, hopefully that saves you some time. You take this list and figure out what do you want to focus on Monday. Like I said, I'm potentially just going to sit tight Monday. No need to rush at this point. still just a lot of conflicting signals. Market is not hot away from AI and big cap. That's why I have Amazon and Google. But always doing the work to see what else. So thank you, and I'll catch you soon.